Shannon
isn't available right now. Please leave a message after the tone.
My camera went flat yesterday, so I stopped filming on it, but we are off to a viewpoint to look at Mount Agung today, and we're going on the scooter again, so hopefully it doesn't pour down. This hotel has a very liminal vibe to it. Oh, that's weird. It's weird because most of this hotel doesn't have any views of outside. Like our room has that view of the inside of the hotel where the ship model is. So it's kind of like we're in the dark all the time. Huh? I don't know where we are, but this beach has black sand. You can see another island over there in the distance. Punjal's gonna try flying his drone. Let's see if it works this time. You want to stop at the lookout here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We brought on the way back.
yeah. Look at all the monkeys, there's heaps. The plan was to go up Mount Agung, but then I thought we wouldn't be able to see the mountain if we're on the mountain. So now we're just chilling at this little cafe that has this really nice view of the mountains in Ricefield. What are your thoughts on this cafe?
Pretty good. I think it's brand new. It's not as big as I thought it would be, but they have good views.
I didn't even think there would be a cafe here, to be honest.
And you're allowed to fly your drone around at the moment.
Good to know. Joe was able to fly his drone, which he was very happy about. And now we're just having our first meal of the day. Teriyaki bowl, wedges, and spring rolls. JR in his sarong. We're at Heaven's Gate, and to get in you have to pay, how much was it? 50,000 each for the shuttle bus to get up the hill. And then 70,000 each to get in. And you have to put on a sarong. And then once, is that vanilla?
Yeah.
And then once you put on your sarong, you have to walk up to the actual temple. And it is a very steep walk. So I don't think the walk is very far, but it is really steep. Yeah. I don't know.
Next bus. Next bus. Last bus. Another bus. Done. Who next?
It's so hard to Just wanted to see where we're here. So there are the gates to the temple of Lempuyang. The view up there is really nice, but it's very steep. And I do not recommend going up there if you have any joint problems in your lower body.
188.
When you pay for your ticket to Lempuyang, it comes with photos. So you give them the camera, give them your phone, and then they'll call out the number on your ticket, and then you run up there. You run because it's really hot on the ground if you take your shoes off, and they'll take some pictures for you. I don't know where we're going. Just wanted to see while we were here. Okay. Upon review, our Lempuyang photos were framed so that the top of the gate is cut off, and the gate is kind of the whole point of us waiting around for 4 hours for photos. They weren't all terrible, but if you're with someone else, have them take backups or ask someone who speaks your language, because the photographers here aren't exactly invested in getting great shots. And we're pretty much done here, so we're doing the steep walk back down to grab the shuttle bus back to the scooter.
21.
You got guava there. And here. How much are they?
How much for the guava?
1 kilo 40.
40.
1 kilo.
Yeah.
You what? 1 kilo
$4.
Yeah.
I'm just stopping to get some fruit.
One
Just-
shop you have.
With the people selling the mirror thing, don't buy it because they did our photos with a mirror anyway. We've been on the scooter for ages, so we just stopped by this little rest stop near the beach. Oh look how red my face is. It's evening and we're taking a walk around Kuta Beach on our second last night. Our second last night in Bali, and we came to this buffet we always walk past on the street, and the price was pretty good. I think it's like less than 20 Australian dollars each, so we decided to come in. And I've got shoko curry, fried fish with chili, and Taiwanese popcorn chicken so far. And here are the meats that Jael ordered to get grilled. So there's, I can't remember what they're called.
Did you get more of this?
No. What is it? Chicken. Satay, I think. Beef. And what's that?
Prawns. I wanted prawns.
You mean squid?
Squid, yeah.
Nice. And then I've got Indonesian fried rice. Nasi goreng coming. My nasi goreng has just arrived and it looks really good.